And we're starting on the reflections of what this year has been as we move on to the next year and setting goals. Or even looking at what did we achieve? Not just the downside of things. And having this conversation with us is Judy Mzungu.
Asante sana Mikali, you're looking hot.
Thank you. Yani, let me come out. Thank you. Thank you for the full shot. Finally. Thank you. Thank you so much, Judy. Judy,
Asante.
you look like a proper lady.
Oh,
Complete with the
asante.
pearls, as in niko hivi.
Niko tu hivi,
Dainty.
nimeka tu-
Welcome to Full Circle.
Asante, nashukuru sana
You know, it's
Mikali.
always lovely. And Merry Christmas. Have I told you Merry Christmas?
No, you haven't.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is the
Mikali.
week?
Yes. Can you imagine? It's the end of the year. It's a year since I met you.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it's been a great year.
It's
Thank you
been
so
a great
much.
year.
Yes.
And thank you for even starting this conversation on there, because now we'll get to the nitty-gritties of what this year has been to you before we even
Yes.
get to other people and what we need to be doing. How has it been for you?
For me, honestly, it's been a great year. And when I say great year, I'm not talking great year in terms of results. I'm talking great year in terms of laying foundation. You may have known, of course, that it's been 1 year of doing the realignment program. The testimonies have been amazing, amazing, amazing. But even more than that, you know, if I looked at it in terms of numbers, maybe I would have thought, Judy, you haven't gotten there. You know,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
because if you're looking at it in terms of what are the number of people that you have reached,
Yes.
you know, you'll start comparing yourself with other people as an example. I have to remember that I just started as a coach almost, slightly more than a year ago. You understand?
Yes.
So it's important. The first thing that I want to tell people is when you're thinking about your success, don't compare yourself with another person's
That is the truth.
journey.
Yes, yes.
Look at the uniqueness of your journey and appreciate the strides that you have made.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You do not know what they had to go through, the
Yes.
sacrifices they had to make,
Yes.
the pain.
Yes.
It is your journey.
Yes.
So
It's
own
your-
it.
Own it. Own your journey. And then the other thing is just keep on digging. Every day, celebrate the little wins.
Yeah. We don't do that much.
We don't.
We are always beating ourselves down, thinking, Bona sijafanya,
Yes.
ningekuwa nimefanya, it's the end of the year, this was my goal, I haven't. But then you've not been sitting, there's something you have done.
Yes.
So we don't celebrate.
We don't celebrate. So even just being able to celebrate the little wins, the small wins. Every time I came here, Mikali, for me, I went back home and said thank you. For every call that I received from the listeners of from Switch TV, again,
Yes.
I said thank you. And this, I guess, is an opportunity to say thank you to Switch TV and thank you to your audiences for just being so receptive to the message that I have had to offer. May the Lord bless you guys.
Oh, Amina. Amina, tunashukuru. Mimi na nimejieka kwa hiyo. Yeah, thank you. So during the same time, even
Yes.
as we reflect on what the year has been,
Yes.
it's been tough.
Yes.
And with every new year or end of the year, there's hope. There's so much hope. We are bubbling in it. And I remember 2019, we were bubbling with it. And 2020 came and we were so happy we're here. We start the year with some, gusto. We're good to go. And then COVID hit.
Yes.
And then 2020 went by. By the time nafika December, we were just like, next year's gonna, lazima itaisha. And then 2021, ndio hii December,
Yes.
tuko na Omicron.
Yes.
And now we don't know what 2022 will hold for us.
Yes, yes. I think there's something that you said about the circumstances of life. We don't know about the
Yes,
outcomes.
that is true.
But even then, we have to keep on dreaming. We have to keep on dreaming. I'll have you know, Mikali, when I first started, my journey into speaking started with me actually visualizing myself going into corporate training.
Okay.
Then COVID hit, which meant that opportunity was closed.
Completely.
But let me tell you, at that time, I had no realignment program. Realignment program was born as a result of that season of COVID.
I have goosebumps.
That's true. That's when the idea came up, that's when the thought came up, and that's when I went into online training. And let me tell you, Mikali, honestly speaking, I am grateful to God because I probably would not have taken that direction and I would have lost destiny. For me, I found purpose in that season.
You did not get swallowed up with, I had this idea. This is what I had seen for myself. I visualized myself.
Yes.
I visualized myself in this space.
Yes.
So you did
that
not
actually, it's
sulk and
very
just be
likely
like,
that even if I go into corporate training, which I will, but it will pivot around realignment.
Yes. You found the thing.
Yes. In the storm, in the
Yes.
darkness.
We need to be hopeful.
We need to keep on creating.
Yeah,
We need to keep on visualizing, no matter what.
absolutely. So when we talk about goal setting, and you
Yes.
mentioned something before the show began,
Yes.
and how the vision, the goals, us being able to dream again, how is it all connected? And what can we do around this time?
Mikali, if you remember yourself as a child, you
Yes.
had great dreams.
Yes.
You had an ability to sit and visualize the future. You could see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I remember myself as a girl. I remember wanting to be a journalist, a news anchor. I've told you that story.
Yes, you have.
Yes, I remember going to KTN at 17. That time KTN was at Nyayo House,
Yes.
trying to be an anchor. Then I was told I looked too young on the screen. And it looked for me like that dream was over. You know, Mikali, every time I come here, this is half fulfillment of the dream. Like, you know what?
I did. I did. Niko kwa TV.
Niko kwa TV,
Yes.
Yes. So, you know, do you know what? My ability to dream could have been taken out, actually was taken out in that season, because I faced disappointment after disappointment, you know, and things just didn't seem to work out. I seemed to have taken a detour into administration, later into sales, later into marketing. It could have been gone for me. Mikali, until I was able to tap into that girl and tap into that child and remember my ability to speak. So every vision that I had before that probably was not aligned to what God had for me. You understand? Yeah?
Yes.
And it doesn't mean, if probably I had guidance earlier, it would have made my journey way easier in terms of being able to point out what are your natural gifts and abilities. What did you want to do as a child? What has life taken away from you in the process of you living?
Yes.
Because the pain, the hurt, the disappointment, the rejection, we call it, after a while begins to get into our minds.
Yes.
Remember, it is actually your mind that is able to imagine. The spirit receives the message. I received it at the age of 4, 5, 6. I knew what God had in store for me. But as I continued going through the pain, the hurt, the anger, the disappointment, what began to happen to me is that I stopped believing in me. I stopped seeing that message clearly. I stopped seeing that version of Judy clearly. And so for you to actually set goals that can stand the test of time, it has to be in line with you having clear vision, clear purpose.
Okay.
Now that has been taken out for many of us by our situations and circumstances, the past pain, the past anger, the past hurt, the past disappointment.
Expectations as well.
Yes. No, in fact, we lost expectations. Basically, the truth is, for most of us, we began to lower our expectations because the last time I had very high dreams, I was brought down. So let me just play safe. Let me be in this comfort zone because here I'm unlikely to get disappointed again.
But then you're not living your full potential.
You're not living your full potential. So for many people, even as we go to set out goals, maybe it's important for us to turn up our ability to dream again. Mikali. That's my message for us this time.
We dream again.
Let's dream again.
You know, sometimes, like you said, when we are young and we have seen this thing for ourselves, it is what we've seen for ourselves. And we grow up in a society that sees things for you.
Yes.
Wewe kwetu ni kwa madaktari. Hawezi tuambia unataka kuwa fashion designer.
Yes.
Kwetu ni hivi. So there's also that you lose yourself to what people expect you to be. You lose yourself or ignore who you are inside to please or to be in line with a community or society. So we need to shed that off.
We need, actually, yes. A lot of this time, by the way, people will go out, party, and then come and write goals very fast.
Mbio mbio. Niliandika, si Judy alisema.
31st December, you write goals very, very fast. You have to take time to introspect.
Yeah.
Remember who you were as a child. Begin to turn off those voices. And I like the fact that you're talking about turning off those voices. I was watching an interview by Tyler Perry.
Yes.
And he was talking about what we see today. It failed. He struggled with it for 7 years. Do you know why he could struggle with it for 7 years? He had a strong conviction.
Yes.
He knew that he had heard the voice. He knew that I knew. This is it. Many of us, by the way, the reason why we don't have stickability as far as our vision is concerned is that we don't have conviction. Yeah. God spoke, because he speaks, by the way, Mikali, to each and every one of us.
So shida inakuanga wapi hapo Judy? Kusikia ama kujua ni sauti?
First, kuna element ya kusikia, because sometimes kuna mtu tu alienda akapotea black box. Ukishasikia black box ya ndege imelost, imezimika.
Yes.
Hiyo sasa.
Yes.
Kuna mtu. But then, even for the most part, by the way, actually, all of us, kuna mtu atakwambia, I felt it. I feel it.
Yes.
It's just that they haven't been trained to know that this is how God is speaking to you.
Because it's just a strong feeling.
Yes, it's just a strong feeling. I had a hunch. My instinct was telling me.
Yes. But it's God.
It is God speaking to each and every one of us. So the moment you're able to understand that voice and have that conviction with such clarity,
Yeah.
you can hold on to it. Now that moves it to the realm of from the spirit. Remember, I keep talking about body, soul, and spirit.
Yes.
So
yes.
you're removing it from the realm of the spirit, your spirit with a small s, now
Yes.
to the realm of the soul, your mind. Now your mind has to have the capacity to interpret that signal that has been sent to you by God, that instinct. Many of us keep talking about, I had an idea for something, but then I thought that I couldn't do it. Why did you think you could do it? The voices around you impeded your ability to believe in yourself.
Okay.
So the thing that we do as coaches is to help you to bring out that voice, the inner voice, to strengthen your inner voice,
Yeah.
and to bring down the other voices. That can only come with Kali once you understand where the root came from, and then two, you understand your identity. Once you understand your identity well enough, you can be able to overcome any other voice, any other thing that they tell you.
Yeah.
That's why, by the way, when they come up with strategies of looking at yourself in the mirror, they're trying to help you to do that without coming from the inside out. Are you getting it? It's a shortcut, but it doesn't work.
Okay. Okay. You said this a couple of times before.
Yes.
It needs two. Ndani.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is the place where once you're able to strengthen that, and then now the Spirit of God speaks to you, because it speaks to each and every one of us.
Yes.
That voice, that signal will be strengthened. You'll be able to stay the journey. You'll be able to fight it through.
Okay.
Now you understand where the goal setting now becomes an issue. Secondly, now a lot of doubt and fear because of everything that happened in the past. So we help you to overcome that by healing.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You get it?
Because where the doubt and the fear comes from.
Yes, it has to be traced.
Yes.
So that you're able to overcome.
Okay.
Once you're able to overcome, faith checks in back again. Belief checks in back again.
Yeah.
Your zeal and passion checks in back again. It's possible then for you to bring it into manifestation.
Okay. I see.
You get it?
I see. And I don't think I've ever understood really the way you've put it, how doubt and fear is dealt with.
Yes.
It's not a superficial thing. We dig deep.
Yes.
We are going to pay our bills right now. We will be right back with Judy Mzungu after this very short commercial break. Please send in all of your questions, 111 444 111. And have you set your goals? Are you seeing the vision? Have you gone back and tapped into the child that you used to be? Are you seeing it now? What held you back? Send us your questions and your stories on our SMS line or even social media, Switch TV KU on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. We'll be right back.